What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Push Show.
Finally back.
Finally back after what Chris calls it all the time,
a hiatus.
I think we haven't uploaded a video like in a month. So
when Chris comes back, he'll be able to say that in Spanish.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris is not with us. He did watch the movie, which we're about to review. What was it?
Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn.
Well, that's too long, bro.
Oh, okay. Marketing.
Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey.
Team meeting.
Yeah.
Go.
That's what just happened. So before we continue, yes, Chris is in here. He's in Mexico. You know, with the Mexicans.
Eating We're Mexican, by the way. It's okay for us to say that. It's hard for us to say that.
Yeah. So he's over there.
Eating tacos. Quitting the gym.
Yeah, quitting the gym.
Damn.
Nah. Yeah, but he's over there working, so you know we're gonna miss him for this review. But yeah. I mean, let's start off real quick. They just changed the title a couple hours ago. By the way, today's Monday, so when I say a couple hours ago, that's when it went.
The movie came out last week.
So they just changed the title from Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn, which I think it's a good title. I mean, once you watch the movie, you kind of be able to understand it.
I think just the marketing.
Yeah, the marketing was terrible. And you know what? Margot Robbie did an interview with Sean Evans. You know who Sean Evans is, right? The guy from Hot Ones.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, you know, the word of mouth. And that's when it comes back to, you know, the word of mouth.
Yeah.
That if, of course, people were not really excited to see this movie.
Yeah.
And then some people that did go see it did like it. Other people didn't like it, like any flick. But you know, that's how it went.
I think it's just like you said, with the word of mouth. I think I don't know. I've recommended the movie to everybody. I haven't had it, and even everything that I've read so far has been very positive. I haven't read any negatives, and I know that there always will be positives and negatives.
Yeah.
But overall, I think it was a great experience. I mean,
yeah, I think the most thing that I've heard was that they didn't want to go see it. Right? They were kind of like on the fence about it or whatever. But you know, then again, word of mouth can only go so far, because if the person's not willing to shell out the $30 to go watch the movie. Yeah. Depending on what format you want to go see it. Yeah. Then it's not worth it, right?
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, let's start real quick. What you like about the movie?
I like that it was what we said, and I don't want to say it like this because it doesn't make it sound original, but I like the aspect that we talked about, the John Wick aspect of it. Okay. It was like being like an all-female cast version of John Wick, and just the cinematography, some of the shots were really nice, and I like the characters overall. I mean, there's a end sequence at the end that I guess we can talk about later. I really enjoyed that scene, man.
Yeah, I can see that.
It really felt like what Justice League should have felt like when they were working together.
Yeah, with the you're talking about the fighting sequence and stuff, right?
Yeah, it was really nice, and he'll share more details about that too because he knows a little bit more about that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my favorite part was that it's a women's film. It's a girl film, right? It's all girl empowerment. They don't shove it down your throat.
No.
Like, it's there if you want to see it, right? And it's there if you don't want to see it. But at the end of the day, it's a girls' film. I mean, we finally get the debut of Black Canary in the big screen, Huntress in the big screen. You know, Renee. Was it Montoya? No.
Renee Montoya.
Montoya, yeah, in the big screen. Of course, we'd already seen Harley Quinn in Suicide Squad, but even then, she made the movie Suicide Squad, right? So, I mean, I like the movie. It was dope.
Going back to your aspect about being a woman movie, kind of like based, inspired. I think that it's in the movie, and it's in the movie in all the right ways, especially for these kids, these like, these misfits kind of thing, right? Like, I think it suits them so perfectly because you can relate to them so much. Not personally. Myself, but I think that every woman knows of another woman that's been in that situation, because you see it in other, we as guys see it from a distance, where they go through the struggles of like a breakup, of family loss, job, and even the inequality, like with Renee Montoya being like,
basically bullied out of the job,
and then giving the job to a male over a female, and as a male, you do see those things sometimes.
Yeah.
You do,
and that's what the movie does really well.
Yeah.
That it's there, and you can choose to see it, but at the same time, they're not like this. You know, they're not telling you to eat it, forcing it down your throat. So that's what I like.
And then breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah,
like,
it was very Deadpoolish.
Like it's perfect. I mean, I think it's the right kind of movie that we need in this time. Yeah. In this time period. I mean, I know superhero movies are getting kind of like a little bit, repetitive in a way, but I don't think that this is that kind of movie. This is not that kind of. This I thought was more of a chick flick, in a way. Like I really thought it was really oriented more towards women than men. In terms of those aspects, that relationship, who you relate to the most. Because I mean, as guys, I felt like this was a movie that I think, like my girlfriend, she enjoyed it so much. She enjoyed it so much, and I enjoyed it too. But I think she enjoyed it more because she finally gets to see that female cast. You know what I mean? That just rocks it and kills it. So it's good for everybody. So
yeah, I mean, it's Harley Quinn.
Oh right? Man, she killed it.
And
Margot Robbie.
We go back to the whole point that I think she's going meta, right? And the aspect of that this movie was very Deadpoolish, right? She breaks the fourth wall. She's narrating her own story. Yeah. And I think this is working very well in shows. I say shows and movies because The Witcher does this. Okay. Where
I haven't seen it yet, but
The Witcher grabs the storyline, right? And they take you back and forth in time. Okay. And that's what this movie does. Okay. And The Witcher got its inspiration from a war movie. I can't remember the name of it. Okay. I wish I remember, but I can't. But they grabbed her, and I think this movie. I think it was Christopher Nolan who did this actually. Okay. But the war movie goes back and forth in time, and the reason why it does that is because that's how the story is to make the viewer engaged in the story. Oh yeah. I gotta be honest, I was engaged the whole time. Yeah. There wasn't one point where I was, I looked away or I wanted to,
take a break.
Yeah, it was
a very fast movie.
Yeah, it was very fast moving. Exactly. It was very fast moving. So
it's pretty good. I mean, I do agree with the fact that the engagement part when you're watching that movie, there's so many things going on at the right time, in my opinion, in terms of like characters showing up, side characters happening, even like the hyena part. Yeah. It's just like, and it was so funny how everything came back to bite her. Like all the people even the dude in the wheelchair at the end, like that movie, and everything how it intertwines with everything is so nice too.
I mean, nice. The story itself is pretty much Harley goes through a breakup, which is the Joker, right? By the way, we don't see any Jared Leto footage. We do see a little bit, I guess, but it's like
the back of his head.
It's like his ear, right? Yeah. But she goes through this breakup, and once the breakup happens. Everybody in Gotham City kind of finds out. And the reason why they're not able to touch Harley Quinn was because she was under the protection of the Joker.
Of the Joker. Everybody's afraid.
Yeah. So now that she's no longer under the protection of the Joker, it's free play for everybody. So everybody she screwed over.
Hunting season.
Yeah. Everybody who she fucked over, whatever. And now it's out to get her. And
it's a good time to say spoiler free.
Oh yeah. No, well, spoiler warning.
Oh yeah. Spoiler warning.
In the middle of the review.
hey. Better late than never.
I don't think we've said anything that's really spoilerish, but
just no joke.
Yes, spoiler. So yeah, I mean, and this is not a Birds of Prey movie. This is a Harley Quinn movie and a Birds of Prey movie.
Which I can see why they changed the title now. Yeah. Because I think that Birds of Prey kind of gives you that but I mean I really like how everybody was treated
equally. I honestly think it was equally. Some people are gonna say no it's Harley Quinn. Yeah, she narrated the story, but at the same time I feel like everybody got their part.
I mean it's just like any other character. Like you need your lead character to show up a little bit more than anybody else.
And of course in this case, Margot Robbie's the face of this movie, and that's how it is.
She killed it in this movie.
I think everybody killed it. Smollett, I think that's her last name.
Was that Canary or what?
Yeah, Canary. I loved her, man. I was going in there thinking, man, I don't know how she's gonna do. No. I've only seen her in one other thing, and that was Friday Night Lights towards like the end of the season.
I really thought she was the most serious.
It was more grounded. I think she was the most grounded one.
Like more personal connection to a character. Like I don't know. I think because she was the more emotional based.
Yeah.
Right, like she had the most conflicted emotions. Like throughout the movie, you could see her hating her job,
but at the same time, keep wanting to keep it because that was her job.
And that goes to show like those aspects of, you know, the women who have to go through endure things like that.
Yeah.
You know, because you see Black Mass make her do things that she doesn't want to do.
Yeah.
And it goes again to show like that awareness that this movie. I mean, I'm not even for the awareness in this movie. It's just that it's so good that it's there. That
it shows
that,
to you.
that it's good, and like, and I when I say I'm not for it, it's like how you say it's not like sticking it in your face.
Yeah.
It just makes it into the story arc that makes it so, I think, great. It's amazing to see that, and it really does show that awareness. So it's pretty good.
What was your least favorite part, or what?
My least favorite part of the movie was, I think my least favorite part of the movie was that we didn't see no Jared Leto Joker. I'm just kidding. No, I think I'm stuck between two parts. One of them is bigger, and one of the other one's kind of smaller. I do wish Huntress was a little bit more cooler.
Yeah.
Which she was cool, but I just wish it would have been cooler, I guess.
Like seriousness, or just like the way she looked, or
I guess
her story.
I mean, it fit her movie. I just when I think of Huntress, like I think of like this serious assassin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And not considering Cassandra Cain, but. And then again, that Black Mask died because I really wanted to see him again. I just think the dude was cool. Yeah, like the dude was cool. Like I mean,
we haven't even talked about Black Mask.
No. I mean, that's definitely one of the higher points of the movie. Like the dude Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Oh, which is another thing. I mean, it's in your face. The dude's. I'm gonna say queer, right? Because it's not established that he's gay. So I'm gonna say he's queer, but
he's very flamboyant.
Yeah, and you could tell. I mean, it's there, right? But it's not shoving it down your face, which is something that's really good because it doesn't define his character.
No, I mean like
because his character itself was hard, man.
Like his relationship with Victor Sauce was just very unique. Yeah, like they understood themselves in such a weird way.
Yeah, it was like best friendish.
But they were very cynical.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they were very cynical. And I man, when he was like, cut her face off and he gets a little blood, he's like, ugh. You know, it's just like, I mean, the dude, I mean, I really like the actor.
I love them.
Hands down. And then I like his portrayal.
Yeah.
And I mean, and then when he came out with the mask.
Oh,
when he finally put it on, like. Yeah. Man, and then I liked his suits. His suits were so dope, man. I want that maroon suit, man. I'm already looking online for it, but
I guess I don't know. I guess my least favorite part will probably be like the Cassandra Cain story. I mean, I found this after the movie, right? That she was a bad girl, or she's a bad girl in the comics, and her origin is changed like it's like a 180.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna say 360. It's like a 360 completely. It's like a revamp on the character. Yeah. In the comic, she's daughter of assassins, who then she goes on to be trained with Batman, and then she becomes Batgirl. Here, it's she hangs out with the Birds of Prey, and then she goes off with Harley Quinn at the end of the movie.
Yeah.
And our guess from there is that she becomes Batgirl after she meets they kind of go their separate ways. So I don't know. Cassandra Cain was okay. She wasn't the strongest character there. She was not the strongest character. Her acting was really good, but her character itself was kind of like, kind of
on the weaker side.
Yeah, so.
I guess going back to like favorites, I really like the specifically two scenes in the movie. One of them being the prison scene where she goes in to go look for Cassandra Cain. Just the whole sequence where it starts off with she's like, I'm here to report a crime. Yeah. And which one?
Oh, that's very. You know what that reminded me of? That's very animated.
Yeah.
Animated.
Yeah. And I love that scene so much, and even like all the color effects that were going on, and then when you go into the prison and the water fight is going on.
Yeah, with the inmates.
Man, that scene was so dope.
It's very John Wickish, man. Yeah, that's. By the way, the people who worked on John Wick worked on this movie, so.
And that is why I felt like this movie was like John Wick, like, man.
Yeah.
But then my other scene was the end sequence in the fun house.
The fight.
Yeah, man. I mean, just everything about that was so dope. I mean, seeing them in a fun house was cool, and then just the sequences where they were all helping each other, like that slow mo. I don't know. I think there was like a slow motion or something like that, but they were working together, and I thought it was so cool, man. Like that song "Come Together" coming into my head, like, oh man, this is how the Justice League should have rolled out.
I was about to say, man, it's like a nod to Justice League at the same time, because it's coming together.
I was like, man, this is so dope, and just. I don't know how the way they all ended up working together, and that last sequence was just beautiful for me.
I mean, it's because this movie is not really like the story is really easy. Mm-hmm. That's why they go back and forth in the whole aspect of future, not future, past and present.
Yeah. Because
the whole story is Cassandra Cain steals a diamond that contains a lot of money or a lot of accounts that contain a lot of money,
a lot of information. Yeah.
And then the whole point is put a bounty on her head. And then Harley Quinn steps in to try to get, the bounty. Of course, she kind of forms this connection with Cassandra Cain, and then, everybody else, the other Birds of Prey are kind of, either trying to get Harley, trying to kill Black Mask, or like Dinah Lance, who's just, there just to fuck around. Oh no, she's there helping out Renee Montoya, right?
That scene too with her, with Black Canary, when she
finally screams.
Right, man.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, the whole movie, I was like, dang, is she gonna have the power, right?
Does she have the power? Yeah.
And we know she's a metahuman, so.
Yeah,
And she gets her from her mom, by the way.
There's so many things in that movie. I think the only thing that let me down in the movie, the biggest thing, which is not the biggest thing, but it would have just been so nice, would have been some of the fan service that because the fan service that we got with the crossover. Yeah. It's like incredible.
Yeah.
And I think imagine just getting like a glimpse of like Deathstroke or Deathshot getting the notification of the hit on Cassandra Cain.
Yeah, that would have been dope. Yeah.
Or like a picture of like Dinah's mom with like Green Arrow. Like,
that would have been dope.
Man, I feel like they were just for me. Oh, man, I wish it was a little bit more Easter eggs.
We only had one. Well, we had several, but the ones that we got were really for Suicide Squad.
Very subtle, right?
Yeah, they were. Like, she's walking out, asking where Cassandra Cain is. She kind of, intimidates one of the officers.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, thanks, right? And she's walking out from the room, and there's a picture of Captain Boomerang there. It's like, oh, and she goes, oh, I know that guy.
Hey, I know that guy, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Man. It just, that's just me being, asking for extra, right? Yeah. But other than that, I mean, that's a great movie.
It was a solid-ass movie. Solid.
Yeah, it's a solid movie.
I think this format really works.
And, it's not going to be your next Joker. It's not going to be your next Joker, but it's not going to be your next, flop. I mean, maybe it won't make as much money as they want it to, but when you watch that movie, I don't think you'll be you should not be disappointed with that movie.
I mean, if you don't want to watch this movie in premium format, I don't think you should. But at the same time, if you want to, I would recommend go see it, because the explosion, the fight sequences that they give us are really good. The color is one of the important things, because it's very, Harley Quinn-ish. So.
And, you saying?
What were we going to say, IMAX? Look, our freaking camera shut down. I forgot that this camera only records in 20 minutes, so we're just going to cut it off right here. Your score?
Okay, so my score, in the past, I gave it a 10 based off of the characters, specifically Margot Robbie and Black Mask, but overall, as a movie, I gave it an 8. I think the movie was beautiful, but...
This movie ain't no BVS, right?
No. BVS is 10.
That movie's a masterpiece on its own.
Yes.
I have to agree. I think an 8 is fair enough. The movie is great. Go see it in theaters.
Yes.
Spend your money on IMAX.
Go waste all your money. Just go waste all your money. Go support it.
I saw somebody post that he wasn't going to spend $70 on the thing. Who the fuck spends $70?
Where are you watching your movies? Are you drinking gold with that or what?
I don't know. But if it's $70, don't go to any movie.
No, it's not worth it. No, the $70?
Yeah.
I mean, if it was BVS, I would spend $80.
Yeah, right? I agree.
Jesus.
But go see it. If it's not on IMAX, regular format would work, because
go check it out.
It's alright.
Go check it out. No,
but the colors in this movie is what really stands out. So.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
I think that's where we stopped.
It's a good Valentine's movie.
Yeah, it is.
It's a good Valentine's movie. Just saying.
It is. Not Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, not
Fuck
Sonic. Not
Go see this one.
What's the other?
And then go see Sonic.
I don't even know what's out right now. TBH, I don't know. It don't matter.
Me neither.
Only thing, Birds of Prey. Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey.
Yeah, Harley Quinn, Birds of Prey.
Get it right.
So, with that being said, Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow our podcast. We tend to post a little bit more there. Make sure you say comment, subscribe, right? God damn it.
Hit the Instagram. Follow the Instagram.
Follow the Instagram.
We're highly active there. In the previous video, I gave him a Dundee, but it's just he went to take it home, and you know, even this is it's just I don't know. Anyways, Anyways, wait.
One last thing.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Congratulations, sir, on your performance on Best Actor for.
Killed it, man. Amazing.
For the Joker. So
even though they should have got it in Best Movie.
Best Movie, yeah.
We can't have it all, man.
That Parasite won it.
Oh my god, dude.
I haven't seen it. I'm gonna go see it now because it won Best Movie.
I haven't seen it.
I'm gonna have to be the judge by myself. I'm gonna have to be the judge.
We'll have to debate that. We'll see.
Because BBS wasn't on there and it didn't win either. So.
No. And that was a 10, bro.
Yeah.
That was a 10.
Yeah, man. Go follow us.
Do it.
We'll see y'all guys later.
Now.
Later.
Much.